We're entering the Call of Duty hype season, and that is kind of fair with everything that is lined up over the next upcoming weeks. So be sure to stay to the end where we go over one bonus thing to keep in mind as you move into the Modern Warfare 3 cycle. So here's the breakdown of the schedule for updates and releases for Warzone, MW2, and MW3. Come September 27th, we had the Season 6 update for Warzone and MW2. For multiplayer at launch, we are seeing a handful of maps debuting for Core 6v6 and Gunfight. I don't want to say new maps as only one is brand new versus the other three being remastered ones basically. But nonetheless, for Core, we are getting the new map of La Casa, which looks like a compound for like a villa area. Definitely looks nice and has a 3-lane type of flow with a fairly wide open courtyard area that could be brutal to get through. We also are having Coral Village coming to the game, which is built very similar to the Tujane map from way back in Call of Duty 2. So if you've been running COD since basically the beginning, you may have some flashbacks to that time. The other two maps being added will be gunfight maps that are Fight, which is Shoot House readjusted for 2v2, as well as King from Modern Warfare 2019. Between Warzone and MW2, we will be getting 4 new weapons so far confirmed of the TR-76 Geist AR that people are saying looks very similar to the TAR-21 from the original MW2, so it could be a hard-hitting rifle to shake up the meta. We're also getting the ISO 9mm SMG, so we'll have to see if this will be able to dethrone the ISO 45 we've already had, or will it be another lackluster weapon that has a similar counterpart like the M13C or the Lockman Shroud. The last weapons are the dual comma melee weapons, as well as the Doom chainsaw melee weapon that will be available in a bundle later in season. But yeah, that about rounds out the launch information for Season 6 coming on the 27th, so this Wednesday. The following Thursday, October 5th, we get the live CodNext event that we had last year that we talked about the future premium title that was MW2 as well as Warzone 2. But this year we're going to be diving into Modern Warfare 3, the integration of MW3 into Warzone, so no, there won't be a Warzone 3, it'll still go forward as Warzone. And then also diving into the return of Verdansk that is coming in Warzone Mobile that is still anticipated to drop this year, but we'll probably get an update on release at the event. I plan to live stream the event if possible, so if you want to swing by, be sure to sub to the channel to get a noti, or for more information and updates around Call of Duty as we get into the end of the MW2 cycle and into MW3 and Warzone Mobile, I got you covered. The following day, October 6th, starts the PlayStation exclusive beta for MW3. On the 6th and the 7th, early access will be available for PlayStation users that have a beta code, whether you got one from pre-ordering the game, watching the World Series of Warzone, or through some other means. You can get in first and start trying out the new title. On the 8th and the 10th, all PlayStation users will be able to jump in, regardless if you have a beta code or not. For Xbox and PC gamers, the following beta weekend is for you. On the 12th, the early access for Xbox and PC, so those that had the beta code will be able to get in on the action, and any user on PlayStation won't also be able to jump in, even if they don't have a beta code. Early access goes through the 13th, and then from the 14th through the 16th, everyone on any platform, so Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, will have access to the MW3 beta for free. Now come October 17th, so the following day, we'll be getting a sizable update for Warzone and MW2 in the form of the Haunting event we get every year around Halloween time, and this year is no different. The majority of the content mentioned for Season 6 was around this event update, which will have zombies getting into the mix for Warzone playlists. We will be getting the Haunting of Al-Mazrah, so the map will be changed into nighttime, but it will be roughly similar to what we've had, where if you are eliminated or you eliminate an enemy operator, they come back as a zombie to try to capture vials or souls to then respawn as an operator again, and then the last operator wins. Super chaotic and fun, but this will not only come to the big map, but also Vondel or Von Dead like Call of Duty called it, so it could be even more chaos on a smaller map. There will be some updates going to DMZ as well as multiplayer, but we'll be making a separate video going over all of that a bit later, so stay tuned. The Haunting event will roughly last 2 to 3 weeks, and that'll get us into the MW3 release schedule. On November 2nd, for people that pre-ordered MW3, you will get early access to dive into the campaign before the full release to play through it, and then you can jump into multiplayer and zombies on day 1. And come the following week on November 10th, we will be getting the full release of Modern Warfare 3 with campaign, multiplayer, and zombies for the first time in a Modern Warfare title that I will definitely be checking out. The last date I got for you is not set in stone yet, as it was leaked and not yet confirmed by Call of Duty, but it is Season 1 of MW3 that will encompass the integration of Warzone, where all the MW3 weapons, perks, quality of life changes, etc. should be added and a new Warzone big map is debuted. That rumored date is December 5th, so that is when you should try to get a couple weapons max level to be ready to drop into the next Warzone experience. That'll go ahead and wrap it up for the video. If you have any questions on what's to come or anything I went over, be sure to drop it down in the comments or just let me know. How are you feeling about the changes coming with MW3? If you like them or you don't, would love to hear from you. But above all, stay safe out there, trust your instincts, and I'll catch you later.